All right, guys, welcome back. CFP here, and this is Survival Living. So, real quick, guys, I got some new things going on here around the house. I want to kind of show you what I've been up to. As you guys remember, there should be a photo there. I got caught in a rainstorm. I was pouring some cement. It's actually Quikrete, and we're trying to pour a slab. So we had to go for an 8-foot by 8-foot concrete slab. Of course, I got steel in there, expanded wire, and all that good stuff in there. I don't have reinforced rebar concrete or anything like that. We just use that expanded metal, put down in there, and it seems to work pretty good. The big issue I had was the rainstorm, and it washed a lot of the mud out, and it continued to do that on and off all day long. And I had something coming in that I had to get that concrete in there. So the concrete's done and our package arrived. So I've been spending the last couple hours getting everything set up. Little history before we get into it, guys. Yeah, I'm excited about it. All right, guys, so you know we live in a 6x12 cargo trailer. We do. This is something that we can pull behind our vehicle, and originally planned we were going to our property in Wyoming, and we were going to live out of that while we build our first part of our bunkhouse for a home on our property. Well, unfortunately, between bending the spindle, getting stuck here during the shutdown, and everything else that happened to the country and around the freaking globe, and the price of lumber, we've been stuck right here outside Panama City, still in the 6x12 cargo trailer. That's living out of it. Cooking, sleeping, bathroom, everything. And we have everything in it. We can run water, we have our own solar, the whole 9 yards. This is something that we can actually travel with if we want to. It's a complete bug out vehicle, hook up and pull out. We can run anything we want to. One of the issues we have though is our cooking situation, because it gets pretty hot here in Florida. It does. It gets brutally hot. And one of the things that the wife and I were discussing was building an outdoor kitchen. So I went and got one of those foldable tables, threw it out in the backyard, got our propane grill out, and it works great during the winter time. Summertime, it rains all the time, and it's hot as can be. So let me show you guys what we got here. This is an 8x8 canopy tent. It's a catering tent. It's basically what it was. And this thing here has got a very long warranty on it. I'm not affiliated with them. I needed it. That's why I bought it. So I've been setting this up. This is why we pour the concrete pad. Okay, so right now I'm just getting things set in place. I still got to run the electrical, because we're going to be powering this up with solar, by the way. I got a fan down there. That's just something I had out here while I was working because it's freaking hot. Actually, we're going to be using stand-up fans. So let me see if we can get in here, guys. Plenty of room. I mean, it's a lot of room. We've got one of our shelvings here. I actually ordered the shelving on Walmart, and it's just something stock stuff. So we've got propane and all that good stuff down here. Extra adapters for where we can hook up on our large propane tanks if necessary, but we also use those 1-pound propane tanks, the little green ones. As far as our kitchen utensils, a lot of stuff's been messed up out here. All right, because of the weather, and we're always out in the weather. So we're gonna be upgrading the cooking appliance there for the wife. Gas grill, that's a propane gas grill. The reason why there's wood underneath is because I learned my lesson. I had should be a photo right there popped up there for you guys. I had one of those sitting on the plastic side, and there was a grease fire. Well, grease come pouring out and melted it. So that's why we got the wood there, just keep heat off of it. Never had any issue. The one we had did have the metal grate and everything else with it, but it was just a pain in the butt. It really was. As far as utensils and things like that, yeah, we're still working on that. I do have some more shelving ideas that's supposed to be coming in. I was supposed to be getting 2 of these, and they only sent me 1. Yeah, I was also supposed to be getting 2 floor fans with the stands. They didn't send those. Yeah, Walmart.com. This is why I don't use Walmart.com. Everyone's like, dude, you need to order Walmart.com. I never get half the shit I order. That's the facts. That's what I run into every time I order through Walmart. Yeah, so that's why I don't use it. This is actually our old refrigerator that we were using before we went to the mini fridge. Okay, you guys remember we went to a mini fridge in our trailer. This thing here uses AC or DC power. We used it for over 2 years. Works great. just clean it up. We still got to hook up and everything, so we'll be running that off our solar. Same with our fans and our lighting. Unfortunately, my lighting is in the truck along with all my wire, and my wife's driving the truck right now, so she hasn't even seen this yet. Nice little surprise for her. She knows I was going to build her something. The fact is, guys, it sucks living out of a 6x12 cargo trailer for over 2 years. Yeah. It's rough. It's rough. Everything's routine. So we needed the space to actually have something nice. So what we got down here, let me see if I can get this in here, guys. We got our cooler. This is our Coleman cooler. We put ice in it. Works great. All right, that's what we've been using along with our mini fridge. But with this right here, we can power that up, and it uses a DC or AC. Oh yeah, I need to leave that door open because we're drying it out. I just washed it all, cleaned it up good. So yeah, this is what we're working with. I'm going to run some lighting up here, run the switches, probably right when you come in the door. You know, just hit the switches above you, turn it on. So how we're going to power up this, I keep on talking about solar. Well, I originally was planning on just tying into our original solar grid. There should be a pop-up there for you guys. I was going to tie into that. But we got contacted by a company, they're a solar company, and they said they liked my off-grid solar stuff. And this is something we've been working on anyway. And they're actually sending me a new solar battery that I'm going to be doing some testing out. Of course, I've got charge controllers, I've got inverters, I've got a lot of stuff because we live with solar. So what we're going to do, we're going to build our own independent system right here. And this is going to run the lighting, the cooler, and also our fans. When it all comes in, should be coming in a couple days. We'll get everything set up. How you like my utensil rack, right? PVC pipe zip tied. Don't tell the wife it's zip tied. Actually, she knows that if she don't see me with duct tape and zip ties, means I'm not working. That's the truth. Also, guys, so I've been putting off our outdoor survival videos. I know. I apologize for that. He's been crazy, and there's something that I need to discuss with you guys. I ran into an issue last time I was out, and a real hairy situation. About got popped by a snake. I was just lucky. It came real close. When it hit, it didn't bite me, but I felt him hit me. So we got ourselves some gators, some snake bites. All right, guys. These things here, you know, they attach on across your shin. Most of your snake bites are below the knee. And so I went ahead and splurged and went ahead and purchased those. They finally came in, and that's why I've been holding off, guys. The fact is, I'm usually aware of everything around me, but my outdoor survival videos, I've been pushing on limited to no gear, which means you're not eating like you should be. You're not drinking enough water. It's rough. What that does is causes a fog in your head. You don't focus on things. You kind of like walking through the motions. When I hear people say, oh man, I'll be able to stay high alert all the time, that's complete BS. If you're not eating, you're not sleeping, and you're not drinking enough fluids, you're not going to be alert. And the fact is, I walked through some brush, and I felt something pop and hit my shin. It wasn't a stick. I know what a snake is, but I didn't see him. I felt him. I felt him hit me. When I spun around, then I saw him took off. I don't think he was water moccasin or anything like that. It was just real fast. It may have just been like a, I don't know, a black racer or something like that. It was just that quick, and I saw him peel out. So because I'm going in some situations where I'm away from a lot of people, and getting hit and be 23 miles in, if I would have been a cottonmouth, water moccasin, copperhead, it's the situation I don't want to be in. So we got those, so I went ahead and purchased that. Give myself a little bit of safety precaution there. Makes my wife sleep better at night. Funny thing is, we keep on getting all these life insurance policies in the mail. I was sitting looking at my wife, said, so what are you trying to say here? She says, oh no, I didn't order those. I said, yeah, they're sending a bunch of them. Well, yeah, go ahead, sweetheart, go out to the woods, but let me get you to sign this first. Yeah. So that is that. Yeah. Construction site. I know, right? I still got some sackcrete over there underneath some tarps. I got the 2x4s and stuff. I gotta come back here. I'm gonna cut all this stuff down, clear this stuff area out. The grass just grows crazy down here, it really does. But yeah, we're getting everything squared away. Gives us a little bit more room to breathe and function, because like I said, we live in a 6x12 cargo trailer. For those that get all upset at me because I show an affiliate program of who we use, you know, oh well, so what, I make a couple bucks on YouTube. Well, I hope you enjoy your home, because I don't have one. So you know what, I don't care about the haters. You know, they sit there and run their mouth and stuff. They don't understand when you're doing YouTube, it's a full-time gig. One, I guarantee you they weren't out here pouring concrete with me either. Yeah, they weren't. But now with that concrete storm, Sharknado, the concrete storm. When that storm came in, it kept on hitting us a couple times, guys. Yeah, I know, I keep on walking back in because I love it. We did have tarps, all right, but down here in Florida, it'd be nice sunny, and then these freak storms come out and they dump such a massive amount of water. If you don't live down here in Florida, you wouldn't understand it. It drops so much water that it floods down here every single time. It just, I mean, we're talking inches on top, just standing there on top of the water. So by the time I left the site, went to go get my tarps, and came back, that washed the mud out of my concrete. Yeah, I had tarps. Of course I did. But when it's sunny outside and you've done concrete work a lot in your life, you don't sit there with a tarp beside you while you're pouring concrete. So I'm back here in the back section where my brother's got his garden. He's actually working on some quails and stuff like that. I think he's fixing to cull out a bunch. Hey man, you culling today?
Not yet.
You gonna say hey for a second? Let me swing the camera around, guys. My brother, Ultimate S&S, has his own YouTube channel. He raises quails, chickens. He's working on this garden here. If you haven't seen his video on his garden, he's actually planting new stuff around, moving it. That way he has a continuous garden non-stop. So let me see here. I think he's watering this quail right now. Looks like he's trying to give him a bath. Yeah, trying to give him a bath, what it is. So my brother's channel's Ultimate S&S, guys. I'm trying to get him to go out to the woods with me. It's just too freaking hot. And the fact is, someone has to take care of the quail, someone's got to take care of the chickens, someone's got to take care of the garden. This is why I didn't have a garden this year. The first year I did a garden down here, I was working a full-time job as well, and the garden suffered because I was always gone. I was gone about 12, 13 hours a day with the ride time and everything else. And I couldn't be here during the summertime to deal with this garden because this heat down here is brutal. It's a constant fight with weeds and everything else. So that's why I didn't do a garden this year. And plus, I've been doing outdoor survival videos where I'm not home. And also on the weekends, I'm usually not home anyway because I run my own survival business. That's right, Survival Living LLC, guys. That is a survival business based out here in Panama City, Florida. We do outdoor basic survival training. There should be some pop-ups there for you. We do a lot of private classes. When I first started that, I was doing a lot of advertisement and filming as far as being released to public. But I've actually found out most people that are looking for that type of stuff, they don't want to be on film. They want to keep it secret. So I can honor that. So that's what we do. So we just keep it as a private thing. We are booked this summer though, guys. We have been slap full. Unfortunately, I cannot put on another person because they need to be trained fully by me to be a trainer. And it just works better with just me out there and just a handful of people I can teach. So that's what we're doing right now. Come this fall, we might be able to put on another trainer. We're still looking at that. As of right now though, everything's running good with the business. I'm hoping by next year we can pull out of this location and start heading out again. We'll see what happens. All right guys, catch y'all later.